So what is the plurality method of voting? In order to proceed, I'm going to define first what is voting. Voting is a process of choosing someone or something in an election. Determining the result of voting is not as simple as it is. There are many different voting systems that have been used in many democratic forms of government nowadays. I'm gonna provide examples of plurality method of voting. So here are some examples. Here we have names of Tiger, Jack, Roberto, and Cardo, and Gab that will most likely order beverages. Tiger chose Coke, Jack Roberto chose Coke, while Cardo chose Sprite, and Gab chose Coke. So, in order to know what they will most likely order, is that you're just gonna add them up, the numbers of votes. Coke has 1, 2, 3. 3 votes from Tiger, Jack, Roberto, and Gab, while Sprite only has 1. So the group will most likely choose Coke as their beverages. So another example. Here's sports. We have no numbers of voters. I'm gonna put numbers of voters, which is 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1 means most favorite sports by the voters, while 5 means least favorite. Since basketball has number 1, which is most favorite by the voters, the numbers of voters that choose 1 is 4 and 6. So 4 plus 6 is 11. 10. 4 plus 6 is 10. So basketball has 10 most favored by voters, while soccer has 1 most favored. So the numbers of voters with most favored is 4. Sa badminton, we have 3 number 1s, which is most favored by the voters, which is 2 plus 3 plus 6. 2 plus 3, 5, plus 6, 11. So 11 is the highest numbers of votes, which is the badminton. So badminton is first in rankings of the most favored sports. Next is number 10, which is basketball. So basketball will get the second most favored by voters in rankings, while soccer is the third. Proceeding to the next example, which is plurality with elimination. Plurality with elimination is where the same lang. One number is most favored by the voters. So sa Samsung we have 1 and 2, which has 4 and 2 voters. 4 plus 2 voters is 6. 6 sa Samsung. Sa Realme, you have only 1. Numbers of votes is 3. Realme. 3 na siya, 3. Realme, okay. Sa iPhone, we have 3 number 1, which is most favorite by the voters. 4 plus 2 plus 4 plus 2 plus 5. 4 plus 2 plus 5. 4 plus 2, 6 plus 5, 11. 11 votes by the voters, which is iPhone. 11 votes for the iPhone. While Huawei, we don't have number 1 for Huawei, so we're just gonna put 0 for Huawei. Since Huawei is the most lowest numbers of votes in most favored, which is number 1 in rankings, Huawei will be eliminated, since Huawei doesn't have numbers of votes, which is most favored by the voters. It has 0. Once with the least numbers of most favored by the voters will be eliminated. So next with the least favored by the voters will be the Realme. It only has 3 most favored, so Realme will be the next to be eliminated. Realme will be eliminated since it has the least most favored votes by the voters. Next would be Samsung. Since Samsung only has 6 votes from the voters, so it would be eliminated in the table. So the phone brand that is left is iPhone. So iPhone takes the first place in the most favored phone brands in this table. So some eliminate na si Huawei, eliminate na Realme, and then Samsung. So iPhone ang first place as the most favored phone in the market, in the table though. So here Sprite has 0 rankings for the most favored soft drinks. Since Coke has 1, which is most favored by the voters, 2 votes for Coke, most favored, and Sprite is 0. So we're gonna eliminate 0 Sprite. So Coke will most likely to be favored by the voters. Next is Borda count method. Borda count method was named after Jean-Charles de Borda, who was a member of the French Academy of Science. He devised this method thinking that the plurality method might not give the best outcome in the election. So here is an example. He thinks that a first has an equivalent value of number, second has an equivalent value of number, third has an equivalent value of number, and so on and so forth. Here are some examples that I give. I equivalent first into 3 points. I equivalent the value of first in 3 points into 3 points, while second in 2 points, and third place is 1 point only. Here are some examples. The safeguard, 1 is equivalent to 3, which is most favored, and third is least favored, which is third. Safeguard has 1, 2. So 2 plus 5, 7. You have 7 most favored, which is 1. 1 is equivalent to 3. So we're gonna 7 times 3. 2 plus 5, we use numbers of votes, which is the most favored, which is safeguard. So 7 times 3 equals 21. So next is second. Safeguard has 1 number of vote in second. So numbers of voters in 2, which second is 4 only. 4 times equivalent, the second number is 2 points. So 4 times 2, which is 8. Next is third. Safeguard has third, which is the least votes, favored votes by the voters. So 3 has 3 votes, number of votes. Then third is equivalent to 1 point, so 3 times 1 equals 3. Total of 21 plus 8, 29 plus 3, 32. Next would be the dove. 1, we all know that 1 is equivalent to 3 points, 2 is equivalent to 2 points, 3 is equivalent to 1 point, and 2 equals 2 points. So Dove has 2 voters of number 1, or 1, which is most favored numbers by the voters. Favored soap by the voters. So 2 times number of points, which is 3. 2 times 3 equals 6. And next is 2. We have number 2 here. 2 is equivalent to 2 points. So you're gonna add numbers of voters of 2, 6, 5, 4 plus 5. 4 plus 5 then. 4 plus 5 is 9. And 9 na siya, 9. 9 times number of equivalent points, which is 2. 9 times 2 is 18. Next is 3, which is the least favored soap by the voters. 3 is equivalent to 1. Buta na to 1. Since isa lang number 3, no? Numbers of voters sa 3 is 3 po. 3 times 1 equals 3. I-total mo siya is, the sum of it is 27. 32 o 37. Bioderm. So, try natin dito. Bioderm has 5 voters in number 1. Only 5 lang dito. Okay. So, since 1 is 3 points times 3, second is second is 2. So 2 plus 3 equals to 5. 5 ba? 3 plus 2, 5. Since duha man siya. Duha. Sa third, we only have 4 votes. 4 votes sa third. Times equivalent points sa third, which is 1. So 4, 5 times 2 equals 10. 5 times 3 equals 15. Total sum of 29. Now, siya. Diba sa safeguard is 32. Itong total 32. Sa Dove is 27. 27. And 29 sa Bioderm. If i-rank na tong soap, mga soap na gina-favored sa voters dito sa pinakadako, most highest value of them. Most highest is number 32, which is safeguard. First rank would be safeguard. Second would be Bioderm. And third would be Dove. I guess that's it. Natuwa lang siya pag-solve. So, thank you for watching.